Welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder of Generation PR and the creator of the Profitable PR Pros community. If any of you don't know what that is, especially you guys on Instagram, because you're not watching on Facebook, we have this incredible free community called Profitable PR Pros. Just search for it. And there's like 2,500 PR professionals all over the world, seriously, all over the world. Like we just had a coaching call yesterday and one of our members joined us from her sailboat. She literally runs her PR agency on her sailboat in the islands. I can't even remember. Oh my God, I hadn't even heard of them. And there's a feature about her on Forbes right now talking about how she's able to run her business on the go. Her name's Erin Carey. She's amazing. What is the name of that island? I can't even remember. My husband knew of it. He's like, oh my God, it's supposed to be beautiful. Anyway, literally these people are all over the world. And that community is so incredibly collaborative, supportive. So if you're looking for a PR community, find us on Facebook, look for Profitable PR Pros, request, and we'll let you in. And so I go live every single week in that community, and we share lots of resources and training. And we always base our content around what our members want to know about. So we keep a running tab and we create training around that content. And one of the things that comes up a lot is around media contacts databases. What are the differences between them? What is the advantage of one over another? But I think the bigger question that people have is whether they need to invest in an expensive database in order to be legit and in order to run an agency that gets results. Like if they can't afford to pay for Cision or Meltwater or another expensive database, does that mean they're dead in the water? Okay, that's what I want to address. But actually, I'm just remembering, we last year, or I guess early this year, we won a PR Daily award for the best beauty, fashion, or lifestyle campaign for one of our clients last year, and our award just came, and it's so beautiful, and I'm so excited. We're an award-winning PR agency. My team is incredible and helped us do this. I can see that on Instagram I'm backwards, and on Facebook I'm not, but I just wanted to show it. I'm really proud of it, and it's beautiful. It's not like ugly, and something I'm proud to have on my shelf. So yeah, I'm really excited, really proud of the work we did on this campaign for our client at the beginning of the pandemic and help them pivot. And the way that we're using this win is we're leveraging it to share with other brands that we're talking to in the beauty space to really highlight the level of work that we do and that we can provide, similar results for them. And so we actually sent out a proposal today and we really highlighted the win and what went into that campaign. We're also writing a blog post about it because we want to help with SEO on our website. We want to be able, thank you, we want to be able to, point people to it if they have questions about our agency. We're going to promote it in our newsletter so that they can learn about what went into our big award-winning campaign. So anyway, super proud of that. Thanks, guys. So we're talking about databases today. That was a little aside. And, if you don't know what a media contacts database is, it is a media list, essentially, that documents the key media contacts who might be interested in stories about your client's business, their products, their area of expertise. And these databases include journalists, reporters, bloggers, producers, freelance writers, editors, influencers across print, blogs, podcasts, and TV. And some of the challenges that we have seen with some of the bigger databases is that they are slow to react when there are changes, media moves, essentially. They are also behind on relevant podcasts and like some of our contacts at bigger databases like Cision have said, well, it's been discussed and we're working on it. But podcasts are here now and our clients want to be featured on them. And that seems like something that they probably should include. So a little bit dated. The other challenge is, different databases that you can purchase access to, like Cision, Meltwater, Muckrack, or Prowly. A lot of them have a bunch of functionality that you are paying for that you may never actually use, which to me is kind of a waste of money, obviously, and resources. And it makes it overwhelming to use. It makes them overwhelming to use. So that's one of the things that we have been told is like very frustrating, is that people are spending a lot of money on expensive databases, or they're trying to share seats and then they get kicked off when they're in the middle of a research. So if you don't know about that, even in our group, there are several people that have looked and found a small group of people to share the expense. It's a breach of contract unless you work with the company to get that set up for multiple logins across multiple agencies. But if people are looking for shares, they call them like Cision shares or a Cision seat or a Meltwater seat, that is one way that we have found that people have been able to make it work. However, and I'm not advocating that is a breach of their contract and their terms and conditions could get you kicked off. I'm just saying we all know a lot of people do it. But the challenge is you're still spending a lot of money, and getting a lot of functionality you might not need, and you're getting kicked off. And sometimes the seats are shared based on time zones, so you're only really able to get in there during a certain time zone. So it's a lot of logistical management. It stresses people out, but if you're just getting started, it's a way to get access. And I know that there are other features and functions, one of them being a email pitch send out. And we have been told by our contacts that they do not like, and they can tell when you are sending your pitch through Cision or another outlet that, another way that they're sending, like a Cision or Muckrack, they can tell that you're sending sort of a mass pitch. Sorry, Chris, your comment, I don't know why it distracted me. Well, thank you. So that's part of the challenge, is that they offer this they say it's really great functionality where they're able to distribute your email pitch to their members. Oh, look at that. Okay, sorry. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Kelly. Okay, Kelly. You asked a question yesterday in over the Q&A submission form for our Agency Accelerator Plus coaching call. Is that right? That was you, right? Because it just said Kelly. But it was a great question and we answered it. So I encourage you to watch the replay, and anyone else that is looking for a way to manage working from home, getting your partner support in your business, managing kids at home, homeschooling. I'm now more than a year into homeschooling my 2 elementary school age boys and managing my business, actually my 2 businesses. So we talked about it. Yeah, so awesome, Kelly. We had a really good discussion. I loved the question. Thank you for submitting it. Go check out the replay. It's towards the end of the discussion, not all the way at the end, but close to the end. Yesterday's call was actually very, very good. So watch the replay. And if any of you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a program called Agency Accelerator. It is an entire framework to launch, grow, and scale a profitable PR agency based on 4 pillars that I teach: strategy, sales, service, and then scaling your agency. And we offer support through a community. We call it Agency Accelerator Plus. And then we have coaching, community, mentorship, accountability to really enhance your experience. So what I'm explaining to Kelly was her question answered on our coaching call for Agency Accelerator. plus. And Chris is asking, Catherine's saying, yep, database pitching is a big no-go. That is what we hear from our media contacts. Absolutely. And I just listened in on a Clubhouse with a bunch of beauty industry editors all saying they can tell, they hate it, they don't even read them. And Chris says, is it bad if you send it through Cision or Muck Rack? I have heard people have more success with Muck Rack. We don't send our pitches that way. What we teach you in the pitch lab is strategic, targeted, tailored, one-off pitches for your media contacts. That's what converts. And we in our agency do not send through Muck Rack, but I know people that do, and they really like it. It is a time-saving approach, and I have heard that Muck Rack is more efficient in that way than Cision, and they get more opens and more responses. So I don't know that from personal experience, but just based on the conversations in our communities. So those are, these databases they're expensive. They tend to be dated. And what I was realizing in supporting our community is that a lot of these pros that are leaving big firms or just starting out in launching their own businesses feel like they are less legit. Okay, Catherine, we don't either. Yes, non-personalized pitches are the #1 reason journalists delete emails. Absolutely, that is true. And we have heard it from journalists themselves. And we have obviously experienced that, and that's the key to converting, getting results. We call it from crickets to crushing it, and I have a whole webinar talking about it. So yeah, I agree, obviously. But what I found is that a lot of our members felt like they were not legit and that they couldn't get their agency going without this investment because they felt like they weren't able to connect with the media in volume, or they couldn't reach the right contacts, and then building a media contacts list like by reverse engineering people's emails, which is what I did when I got my start 16 and a half years ago or whatever. That is very time consuming, and we know that. So we know that if you can't afford access to a database, it can tend to hold you back, and we didn't want to have that be the factor that kept people from getting started. To me, the #1 factor for your success is your ability to craft compelling pitch angles, tell compelling stories. And if you're great at that, not having a database shouldn't be the thing that holds you back from success. So if you don't have the budget for Cision and you're kind of cobbling something together, like I said, it's great, and that's how I got started, but that shouldn't make you feel like you're not qualified. And we have found, hi Sally, we have found it's really a mindset thing, that when you know that you can reach the right people, you have more confidence when you're selling, right? When you're pitching your services, you know that you can connect, that, okay, cool, my car's gonna be ready tomorrow. Yes, okay, my neighbor hit my car and I had to have my car fixed, and they're gonna have it ready before the weekend, which is good because I have the big car and we schlep the kids everywhere in my car. We load up the bikes, go to the beach. So that's a good thing. We can go somewhere this weekend. Yeah, so if that is the thing that makes you feel like you can't charge a nice, juicy, solid retainer, if you don't have that piece of the puzzle in place, to me, that is frustrating, and I wanted to help people overcome that. So we created a media contacts database that is peer curated. So that was the impetus for creating this database. We wanted to give everyone access so they can have a really solid pool of media contacts and give them the confidence to start reaching out, and also the confidence when they're pitching prospective clients to know that they can deliver on the results that their clients are seeking because they can reach the right people. So, we have put this together, and we're really proud of it because we look at our members of our community like they're boots on the ground, right? These are people that are actively engaging with journalists every single day, freelancers. They're seeing when people move, they're seeing when people go on maternity leave, and then who they're referring those people too in their absence. We are current and up to date. And also, these are media friendly, PR friendly media contacts. They want to hear from PR professionals. They know that we are sharing relevant stories for them, and strategically pitching things that are the right fit, and they're open to hearing it. Sometimes you hear that journalists don't want to hear from PR professionals. The people in our database are put in there because our members have had results working with them. So they're kind of PR friendly. So benefits of our database, with the other ones, you're paying for services that you probably are not going to need, or that might be causing your pitches to go unanswered. Like I said, hi, Melissa. That's a great question. We do have some Spanish language contacts. And Chris is saying, how do we go about creating our database? It is all submitted from our industry peers. So it's my contacts that I work with personally in our agency. It's members of our community and their responsive contacts. They're submitting it. It's like a co-op, essentially. And we have it in a system where we can easily change information when we get a tip that somebody has moved, they've changed. We do the best we can to keep it up to date, but we're talking about hundreds of members, not tens of thousands. It's the key people at the key outlets that you want to connect with. Yeah, it's really awesome. And I'm really proud of it. It was an idea that was born out of the frustration our members were feeling at not being able to get started because they couldn't afford to be a part of a big database. It was like a brick wall for them. So there's a lot of bells and whistles with these other databases that you probably don't need at this stage in your business. They're serving, yes, we do have that. We have many contacts in there for the Today Show. We are, if you think about Cision and Meltwater and all these other databases, they're serving major international global agencies. Oh, thank you. You guys know that on Instagram, I have a filter, right? That's why I like going live on Instagram. On Facebook, it's just my face. But on Instagram, I'm, glowing with my, what is it, in 1987 by Jade Munster. I've always said, I don't know who this Jade Munster is, but I sure like her filter. So thank you. Everyone on Instagram is like, you're looking great. And it's yeah, I'm on a filter. So anyway, you're paying for bells and whistles. They're serving huge global agencies, and they have to have a lot of services that honestly our boutique agencies don't need yet, right? The goal of our database is we want everyone to have something they can access, so they have a really solid foundation that gives them confidence, right? Confidence to move forward as a professional business owner and not just a freelancer. What we teach in Agency Accelerator is to really pivot from being a freelancer and help you understand. Oh yes, the Azores Islands. Samantha, thank you. I missed that comment. That is where Erin Carey is. That is where her boat is. She was just written up in Forbes. She's on the Azores Islands. And it was super cool. She joined the coaching call yesterday in the bedroom cabin. The ceiling was this tall. It looked very boat-like behind her. I'm like, are you on your boat? She's like, we live on the boat. So it was really, I thought that was super, super cool. And there's an article in Forbes, look for it today, on her running her PR agency from her boat in the Azores Islands currently, which is very, very cool. So yes, it's all about confidence and helping you shift to the agency model, because it's a lot more profitable when you have the retainer model and you build a team and you leverage the team. And the retainer model is a lot more profitable than dollars per hours and project based. So that is what we teach you how to do. And we know that when you have a database, you feel more confident and you feel more legit. And it's kind of like, I have not explained that yet. I'll tell you, Chris. Chris is asking, how do we get access to the database? I will tell you. So, yes, let's see. And like we said, it's fine and it's super doable to be a freelancer. That is awesome. Some people, Sally said, and she followed your method for success. I'm assuming you mean Erin Carey, and her PR business. Yeah, she's in all our programs and she's been really just drinking in all the information and showing up even when she's in a crazy time zone. so that's been awesome to see her like really growing her business. And now we're helping her, and now we're helping her raise her rates and find clients that are aligned with her niches that can afford her elevated rates. So it's been a fun transformation. Yeah, freelancing is hard, but let's help figure out an agency. There's so much that goes into it. There's so much, but this is just one piece. And for me, it comes down to confidence. And like we've said many times, we've been told by our members that there are people in these databases that are responsive when they have pitched them through Cision and heard crickets. Keep that in mind. We've had many of our members say your database is responsive, and they're pulling contacts specifically and then reaching out to them with one-off strategic targeted pitches and getting a response when they've hit a brick wall trying to pitch through other databases. And we know our members are actively pitching. So what happens, like with boots on the ground, our people hear a change, they send it to us, like just literally send me an email, here's for the database, and we go in and we update it. So someone's on maternity leave, contact this person instead. This person is now freelancing for this publication. We add that right away. Or anytime I have a responsive contact for something that we're working on, a new outlet or like podcast, we put it in our database. So it's updated in real time. I mean, listen, we do the best we can. We're really focused on it because we want to make it the most solid, tight database of responsive people as possible. So that's what we're doing. Chris asked that question. It's our community contributing and saying, these are my contacts. So if I have somebody that I know that works in food and beverage or hospitality, I don't have those contacts. I don't know who the responsive contacts are, or the best people at each publication. Our members that have that expertise give that to us. This is the collaborative community that we are building. Okay. It's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. So, and there's hundreds and hundreds of contacts, and they're across 12 different niches. And we wanted to create something that was a better solution for smaller companies that are getting their start. And we also have established people like Sally's been in business a long time. And they're getting results using our contacts. And I know Natasha, who is incredible and really connects with the media, has said that she was able to break through on some key outlets using our database. So we really wanted to find a way to democratize media contacts. I didn't want this to feel like something that was reserved for some elite agency with a huge budget. It should be accessible for everyone, and that is why we developed this, and we bring this resource to you. And you can get access to this and start cultivating your own contacts. But let me see if we even say how we do that. I don't even know. My team is like, here's how. If you're looking to get started developing your own database, it's totally possible to do that for free. Oh, yes. So we teach you how to do it yourself too inside the Pitch Lab. And I see you can call me Jax saying tips for entry-level new graduates. There's two things that you want to really do. You want to sharpen your skills and gain some expertise so you can start freelancing. We have a program called the Pitch Lab. We teach this inside of the Pitch Lab, how to develop your own media list, the right kind of contacts, whether or not you have access to our database. Okay, so you can learn how to do it. If you're just getting your start, you can also go through the Pitch Lab and learn how to connect with the media. And then when you're interviewing for jobs, you can speak about your expertise in a way that makes you feel informed. You also do want to start to get experience on your resume. So you can offer your services, look for an internship, maybe offer your services for free to a family friend to be able to gain some contacts, gain some results that you can add to your portfolio. So I would work on, there's two routes, right? You want to probably look to get a job at an agency or help support an agency through freelancing. You can learn and be ready to hit the ground running in the Pitch Lab. And so the Pitch Lab is our monthly membership community. We're actually going to be a year old. We launched it the beginning of the pandemic as a response to what our community members told us they needed. They wanted to invest in their skills. They were losing their positions at agencies. A lot of them got furloughed, and they wanted to be able to make their own living and be in control of their own kind of financial destiny. So we created the Pitch Lab, which is really focused on pitching the media, turning you into a pitching powerhouse. So when you join the Pitch Lab, it's like a monthly membership. It's $97 a month. But if you join for a year, it's like 2 months free, and we give you a year access to the media contacts database. Okay. I don't know how much the database is on its own. I think it's not a lot. It's something like, I think it's under $300. It's $297 for the year if you just want to buy access only to the database. Honestly, I don't know because I just was like, I can tell you it's worth a lot more than that. I wanted it to be cost effective. I just wanted it to be like a no-brainer. And I can tell you that the Pitch Lab is a no-brainer. If you want to learn more about how to really crush it with your media placements, we have this webinar. I'm just going to link it there. I don't know how to add it here on Instagram. I can probably, I don't know, go to profitableprpros.com and you can start to see everything that we have available to you. Tons of free resources on there. But, I think my whole goal in creating that database and then coming on here and telling you about it is so that you knew that the core piece of this was about giving you confidence in being able to sell your services to clients. And when you have access to key journalists, you can then, confidently deliver on the results that the client is seeking because you can reach the right people. And I wanted to give that and the Pitch Lab, Sally's saying, is excellent information about how to pitch better. And it's also monthly execution plans that are so good. Our April execution plan is incredible. It is like monthly pitch angles and ideas, long lead, short lead, timing it the right way. It is editorial calendars for specific publications. Like, Sally, how good are the execution plans? I'm so proud of them. And honestly, when we put them together, I learned so much. I'm like, wow, this is so good. And we keep making them better. We keep adding editorial calendars, so specific media outlets and what they're working on, long and short lead. Kelly is saying the Pitch Lab is amazing, worth every penny. Thank you. I think it is too. And Kelly is saying that, and I think we billed you today. I think I saw your payments come through today on all your programs. So love that you're feeling the value still. It's monthly. It's like $97 a month, honestly. But if you do it for a year, we give you 2 months free. And it's the media contacts database. It's really good. So if you have any questions, just shoot me a DM. I just wanted to be able to give you guys a way to kick off your businesses in a cost-effective way, give you that confidence so that you can reach the right media contacts, get on sales calls with clients, and literally, like, if you're a great writer and you're a great storyteller and you're an expert in your industry and you can position a client, that's the skill they're paying you for. The database, it's a commodity, right? Like, they're paying you for your ability to get them results. The database is just a little like, check the box. Okay, I have access, right? So, I didn't want that to be the thing that held you back. If you're great at what you do, you should be able to hit the ground running and have contacts at the ready. So that's why we created it. I think it's like $297. It's a seriously no-brainer, but most people just get it for free when they join the Pitch Lab for a year, because think about that. At that point, you're getting 5 months free of the Pitch Lab. These execution plans are so insane. We did a Facebook Live. I did like a sort of like off the cuff Facebook Live about it. I think 2 weeks ago before we launched our April plan. They come out 2 weeks in advance of the upcoming month so you can plan. And I was going through it and I was like, this is so good. It's so juicy and good. I just want to share it. So I scrolled through the whole thing. So if you want to see what's in one, go to Profitable PR Pros on Facebook and just look. It's a video. I'm wearing my glasses because I was like back office, not really dressed for on camera. I'm wearing like a Peloton sweatshirt. Literally, I was like, this is so good. I just want to share it. And people really liked that Facebook Live. Samantha's saying, I love the detail of the execution plans. Yeah, they're really, really good. They're such a no-brainer. We have people that are using them to create strategies for clients when they kick off a campaign with a client and they really want to have a really comprehensive 6-month approach, or get on a sales call and start. I mean, I love the name dropping. Oh, Allure is working on that in their fall issue. Refinery 29 happens to be doing their awards on this date. Awards. We are working on something for you guys. It's not it already. I'm like talking about it way early, but awards. Stay tuned. Pulling together a resource for you. And the cool thing is, listen, like if you're in my programs, we take care of you. When we launch a new resource, you get it. We just give it to you because I'm like, hey, let's hook you up. We try to make these programs better all the time so that they just get better and better and you just never want to leave. We love the excitement. Thanks, Jax. Oh God, I think a bug just flew up my nose or on my lip. What is going on? Might be time to go. Anyway, if you have any questions, super weird, any questions about anything, I'll stay on for a minute. I love that I was able to go live on both at the same time. Any questions whatsoever, let me know. I can see you. Samantha, how are you? How are things going? Kelly, how are things going with the kids? We are supposed to go back to school in about 2.5 weeks, provided COVID numbers stay the same and don't get worse, because then the teachers are going to renege on their agreement. If the numbers are declining and not declining, I guess the low numbers decline and the numbers increase. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Still drinking the coffee. Oh, and this cute sleigh mug is from Sherry Neal Williams. Sherry Neal Williams, Bon Bon V. She is a member of our community. We worked together when I had a program called Press Success, and she was able to use what I taught her, which is what we teach inside the Pitch Lab, but to get her sleigh mugs in Ebony and Essence magazine, and super cool. Anyway, so I drink my sleigh mug, drink from it, and it makes me feel like I have energy. Okay. Oh, okay, good. Yes, so you're going to come, Samantha's going to come to we do a happy hour that we do quarterly for our members. She said going very well. Hope to give an update on our Q2 call. So she'll come to our quarterly happy hour. We do it like at 5:00 Pacific, and I have a cocktail and we hang out. So, but anyway, if you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. I love supporting this community that honestly gives me so much back. It's reinvigorated my passion for my business and the passion I have for this industry that has served me so well in my life. I've been doing this a long time, 16 years. Before that, I was an attorney, and I saw the path that I was on not being one that would support the kind of work-life harmony that I was looking for in my life in the long run. And so pivoting from law to PR was one of the best decisions I ever made. And I was able to do it with no contacts, no training, no experience, just figuring it out. There were no resources available like I'm offering to you. I just, figured it out as I went. And this is what my team and I have put together, helps you cut to the chase and gets you results faster, better, more strategically. So that's why I teach it. I just feel like it has been the best decision and the best business model for me. My husband tells me every day, he's like, you have this figured out. He quit his job to start his own business. He doesn't get paid unless he has a transaction, almost like a realtor, but he sells businesses. So he can work for a year and not have any income and hope that the business sells. Meanwhile, as an agency, you are paid on the first of the month. You send your invoices on the first of the month, you're paid in advance of service. Whether or not you get results, I mean, obviously your reputation is going to catch up to you if you're just taking money and not getting results. None of our members do that. We teach you how to get results. We teach you how to run your agency. So yeah, we have a success path for you. Go check out profitableprpros.com and you can see all the resources, free and paid, everything that we have for you there. It's an entire success path teaching you how to become a pitching powerhouse and then how to grow and scale a profitable agency on your terms. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to wrap up over here on Facebook. Thank you guys. If you have any questions about anything that we offer, just post a comment here, hit me up on DM, and I will see you guys soon. Ciao. Have a great day.